On this beautiful day, I will spend a bit of time in the garden, and we will look at how to plan your garden mindfully. And at the end of this video, hopefully you will have understood a bit more what you need to know and what you need to do to plan your garden in a smarter way or maybe mindful way. So the first thing to do is first knowing what is there and what is available, and for that, so obviously your space, there will be element of what is already in the garden, like in the soil, how is the soil, how is the drainage, like do you have trees in there? Obviously in my tiny garden you will see there are no trees. The soil is amazing, but I left the stalk, so you can see a couple of them behind me. I left them from last season. So if you already have that, you may be able to just build on that. Alright, that's a garden, and that is the plan for the garden. The mint is here, we'll move over there. You can see all the different stalks like this, and the different area of sun. The sun comes in early here, then it gets a shadow very early, and then the different plants, what is already there, flower, iris, so no, that's a different thing, another iris, eyes up, and what is already there, the thyme, and we have lavender here, and again like different stalk. Okay, so that's the plan, and now let's have a look. So we have our mint, one iris, and you can see already it's like about 1 p.m. and you can see already the shadow in this area and all the sun. You can see my shadow, hi. All the different stalk. So here, this is a thyme that will continue to grow. Another iris here. A flower that will stay there, another bunch of iris here, again irises, again thyme is here at the front, and then this big bunch is lavender, so that will continue to stay here. And we have another, let's see with my shadow, another bunch of thyme here that will come back. Can't see, only myself, irises, and here is our raspberry. So it's important to understand what is happening in the garden, where the sun is, where the shadow is. And for example, the eyes up that you can see, where is it? Here, and there is another one over there. It grows very tall, so it creates shadow in other area of the garden. And it's the same with the raspberry. Right now it doesn't look like much, but when it's growing and it's very flowery and full of leaves, it will bring shadow in this spot where I'm standing here, in this part of the garden. So last year the tomatoes that was here did not grow well because there was not enough sun for it in here. So it's important to look at that. So light and shadow, and again, so that's the other eyes up that will come back. And this mint last year was there, but we will move it, like you have seen, we will move it toward this area of the garden, because it's good to have the split of different aromatics. So Aesop brings a lot of aromatics in, so it attracts a lot of bees. Mint will attract them as well, but here we don't have much aromatics. We have these flowers and the iris when they are coming, but that's it. So we want to bring in more bee in this area as well. So the thyme will be having a few. We did have bee balm in this area, but I'm not sure we will have it again this year. It did not do so well. It had a bit of a fungal disease, so I'm not sure why that is. And yeah, so that's kind of the plan. So again, let's look at that. Oops, we can't see much. Yeah. So light and shadow and what is already there, so the different stock. You see, when I did the plan, I saw that there was a pole here which will be which I will put some beans, but the pole is not on that side. Here there is nothing. The pole is on that side, and we already have the eyes up here, so not sure how that will go, but we'll see. We'll experiment and we'll figure it out together. Okay, so the second element is to know what sort of seed you will plant and what they actually need. So now you've seen a bit the plan of the garden, and so this season I decided to not do tomatoes and cucumbers, to let the soil a bit regenerate, but that's for another topic. And then I actually got different seeds. I have lettuce that I saved seed from, spinach as well, but I bought some seeds and I made a little note. Actually, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, if you can see, so basically what sort of seed and how high they grow, what sort of diameter they need around them to not be overcrowded, and what sort of sun, how much sun do they need, and then that gave me an understanding of where I would put them in the garden. And so here again is another little drawing about the diameter around them, how deep you can plant them. This is in inches according to what it says in the packet, or research. So if you have like random seed like that from tomato, so that's lettuce, but random seeds that you would have collected, just try to figure out how much space you would need around it, and then you will so you will look at both your garden, what is there, and then your plan, and then you combine both of them together.